Gilbert Anderson and get it from Gilbert.
Okay, guys, we are live on YouTube. Gilbert, take it away while I share our link.
Well, I'll tell you what. Thank you. We have Melissa and we have Shauna. And, you know, how does that work? I'll tell you how it works. It works that we had technical difficulties. And like Melissa said, right from Victoria, and she looks like she's in Italy today in the beautiful sun. And we're going to talk about the Melissa sandwich and Gilbert sandwich with Shauna Sky. And I just want to let everybody know what an amazing week we're having after convention. And early this morning, I met with Shauna Sky, got back from Okotoks last night. And once you hit this, I'm going to share it also with the team. But I can't be more excited than I've ever been in 20 years in this industry. And why am I excited? Because a plan is coming together. We do Mindset Mondays with Bonnie Leota, and then we do Tuesdays with Gilbert. Wednesdays we do Wellness Wednesdays. You see, we all have a craft. And then Thursday I'm usually interviewing, you know, some of the top people in this company to give them the business side of it. And then on Monday we wrap it up with Melissa and Gilbert, and we talk whatever we feel, and I call it Fantastic Friday. Well, last week on Sunday, we did a training for 2 hours, and I will tell you, we have a formula. Yes, a formula. And what is that formula? The formula is real simple, you guys. The formula is something that works in the network marketing. And as I'm working with the leaders each week, I want to give a big shout out to Leanne Garrett. Last night, she had over 25 people in her house. She's going gold today. She's already got over 5,000 on one side. What did she do? She did 2 simple or 3, 4, or 5 simple things. Number one, she made a list. I met with her last week. We did a meeting west of Okotoks. She made a list of 250 people. Then what did she do? She called and got 20 yeses. Well, I will tell you, there was so many people that were coming in, and then her downline was bringing people in. So she did that. And then what did we do? We did the presentation and made a decision that we were going to do 4 meetings. That's a formula for restart. Then what did I do today? I met with Shauna Sky, and we were putting together her diamond run. We've got a group of leaders. So what am I doing? I'm going out to did the same thing on Monday night that a group that's already going with Darla Christian. The house was absolutely packed. And we got a brand new lady, Brenda, that signed up on Thursday, come to the convention, was at my home. And then what did she do? She ended up driving to Medicine Hat, and she put some people in Medicine Hat. She put a lady in Calgary on Sunday. I'm meeting right after Get It from Gilbert. Now she's working on her 20 list. So we're going in there to go ahead. And so what I want to do is, we talked about the plan, Shauna. We drew it out, and now your team and your leaders and Paula and Shauna, and they were all here on Wednesday night. And you guys, there's always a reboot and a restart. There's a formula, exact science, how they get to the moon. I believe there's an exact science. And if you understand the science like you guys teach on Wednesdays, and we're going to work that plan as we bring the leadership, we start local, and then we start to build global. Shauna, talk a little bit about the meeting we had early this morning at our 8 a.m. meeting. Take it away, Shauna, as Melissa's getting her tags done here.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Gilbert. It was fun to have the meeting with you this morning. Gilbert is definitely the man with the plan and the master of circles, which I'm starting to understand. And one of the things that I know with health and wellness or with building a business is their systems. And if you have a good system and you follow the system, then it's going to get you where you want to go. That doesn't mean you're going to have little wibbles and wobbles and restarts and this and that. It means you have a plan in place to get to where you want to be. And you got to have dates. You got to have your ideas about what dates it are you're doing it, and your 5-year plan, and then break it down. Just like anything, if we want to go to the Olympic Games, We have to go, it's a 4-year plan from Olympics to Olympics, and you break it down from there. Now, do you always get to that time, at the right time, the exact right? Not always, but at least you've got momentum then getting you forward and making you to go towards that place. And if you hit it, great. If you get there earlier, great. If you get there later, great. It's like, it's all good. You just have to be rolling and moving forward. So I know we talked today about the Gilbert Melissa sandwich, and I haven't spoken about that for a little while, but I would like to just say that, I feel like I'm in the sweetest sandwich, the honey sweet sandwich position, because I have, such great, you talked about it. We all have different skill sets. I know if Melissa's behind something, that she's done her homework and she's gone under the hood to take it apart and then put it back together. And I know I don't have to redo that. Now, do I want to study the science? I'm a science geek. I love organic chemistry. I'm going to do that. But I need now to understand, just like I say to my clients in wellness, the more you are educated, the more you understand why you're doing something and making a plan, the more successful you'll be. So now I have to understand our master planner, our man with the plan, our diamond, Gilbert, and I need to understand the circles, and I need to understand those things. So if it takes me 10 times, which is one of the things I want to say, Gilbert, you're so patient drawing your circles, and I have to go in and rewrite some things because I don't read your writing very well. So whoever edited your book, bless them, you're amazing. But I have to put it in a way that makes sense. And if it takes 10 times or 20 times, so what? I'll figure it out. The penny will drop. It's the same with anything. It's the same with trying to change a movement pattern or change a habit in our health and wellness. And I know Melissa will be able to speak on that. So I think that our team is just, it's like a 3-leg stool. And without one of the legs, it's wobbly. So we have all of that. And our teams have that. We all have people who support us. And that's what you want around you. And that's when we say, surround yourself with the right energy and the right people, because otherwise your stool is wobbly. We don't have to all be the same, but we have to be part of that same stool. So I think that's our meeting this morning. I've been so excited since convention and excited before that, but it's like a relaunch for September.
Well, yeah, and I just want to comment a little bit of that before I bring Melissa on. And you guys, we had the convention, the international convention, and then we had people come out from the Wellness Center, the Dream Center, the Get It from Gilbert, whatever you want to call it. It'll be lots of things over the next 30 years. But what it is an opportunity for people to grow, to come together for the betterment of people. And so I just got a text from the company of congratulating all the new goals. And the first person I read while I'm multitasking was Gayleen. Well, Gayleen's had some health issues. Darla Christensen signed her up. Gayleen has now went out and become gold. And you see, the past does not equal the future. And because she's got an amazing upline that services and helped her, now she's got a foundation going. So what we're doing now is we're just coming, you see, we're starting to get better. We're starting to get momentum. And over the next 4 or 5, 6 weeks, when we start the diamond run for these leaders I love what we did last night. And I talked about, Melissa went out and signed up almost 100 people and become the top sponsor in the company in North America. And then she brings you in, and then you become the top sponsor in the country. See, people do what you do. Now, what do we got to do? We got to take those circles and we got to get duplication. And you see, that's one ingredient. And so now what we're doing is we're working with the leaders to build a foundation that will last a lifetime. And it's all about being happy. That's one thing. If you're doing something and you're not happy, then don't do it. And then it's about getting healthy, because you got to be able to go ahead and to be able to do the run. And Melissa's been a godsend in my life. I'm sitting at the Heart Lodge. I got all the organic things here. I forgot my blender and everything over there. Islam's going to open it up. We're going to bring it here. And you guys, what do we get to do? And then we get to make a plan, and then duplication. That's what we're doing right now. So Melissa, take it away.
Well, thank you, Gilbert. You know what? I'm so excited to be a part of a great team, and I have the other backlog video talking in my ear. We had a little bit of technical difficulties today, but it's very, it just happens. We have technical difficulties regularly in life, right? Things don't go the way we want them to go. Maybe we get an accident or a health concern, all this stuff. We got a bump in the road. We need to take our car off the highway. We need to do an oil change. And, it's easier when you have somebody who is doing it with you. And so when we have our team, you guys, first of all, we need to have our own selves. We need to worry about ourselves. We can't worry about anybody else. We gotta put our own running shoes. We gotta take our products. We gotta drink our water, take some deep breaths. And once we get into that habit, we start showing other people and start supporting them. I'm so proud of Jan. We had Jan join us about a year ago, and she's been just taking the products, and she says that now I'm proof. I am proof that I feel more flexible. I am proof that my joints are not as creaky. I am proof that I feel better and more energetic. And now she's able to go from that place of knowing to help her friends. It's different when we read a book and share that information. It's different when we have the experience and share from ourselves, you guys. This is a sharing from yourself business. And, Sean has had a life of experience doing amazing things, and Gilbert's had a life experience doing amazing things. We've all had a life of experience, and now we get to share from our experience. So just like Shauna said, we all have different skills. We need to use our skills, put them all in the middle, have a big melting pot of skills. And if we all use our skills, you guys, we all do better. So it's just wonderful that we can work together. Yeah. Thank you.
Melissa, you're right on. What did Daniel say when I had Daniel on Get It from Gilbert? He said, we have a bunch of leaders that have an amazing amount of talent. And what makes a great team is when you can take those leaders and bring them all together to work together in harmony for a better cause. And and yes, Jan, what did we do? We had her here. She got on a weight loss program. She texted me, can I come out to Okotoks? And her guest canceled, but she had somebody here. I want to give it back to Verna Mackey. I mean, Verna Mackey, Dr. Verna Mackey and Dr. Harper brought in Leanne. Leanne comes out, does the runs with us. She brings something to the table, and all of a sudden Mark phones her up. I had no idea 25 people were there. And then, but it all started because Dr. Verna Mackey didn't quit. It all started because Melissa didn't quit. It all started because a group of leaders coming together, Lyle and Jennifer didn't quit. They just weren't ready to get going. Now we're starting to come into the fall. And as September comes in, we got a diamond run. And what do I call a diamond run? I said, if anyone is coachable, teachable, and is willing to put 2 years into it, everybody put their, and you know what? We have simpatico. The one thing why I win is because daily discipline, day in and day out, the relationships that we're bringing in here and the people that we get to do. I just made a goal when I was sitting with Sean and Sky to 2056. How many people are looking to 2056? And I don't only think I can, I know I can. You guys, I'll only be 95 years old then, and then I'll get a new goal. But you see, when you get up in the morning and you got a passion and you're fired up about what you do, you get to hang out with the Darlas and the Melissas and the Shaunas and the Leannes and the Bonnie and Toms and the Dr. Mackeys. Life is wonderful. You get to be happy, you get to be healthy, and you definitely get to be wealthy in every area of your life. What do you think about that, Melissa?
Well, I think, we really need to start where we are. So if you're looking on here and saying, oh yeah, Gilbert's making 30-year plans. I can't do that. I don't even know what I'm doing today. You got to start with today, right? Gilbert has a history and years of making daily plans, weekly plans, 30-day, 90-day, 120, 2-year, 5-year. Gilbert is a pro at those. So it's time for Gilbert to step it up to the 30-year plans. But if you're looking at that going, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed, you start with today. And you start with walking around the block, and you start with making sure you get your water in. You guys, we have to start at the basics. And I know right now is a challenging time. We feel like, things are not the same, but it's a great opportunity to make it the way we want to make it. So just be where you are, contact your team, contact one person, contact your upline, get together with one person or yourself, write a list, write a goals, and just start where you are. What can I do? Can I drive to Calgary? Can I drive to Red Deer? Can I get in touch with somebody online? You know, can I make a commitment that every day I'm going to do XYZ, whatever that is, and then just do that? Because once you have a commitment of something, you can add everything else onto that one commitment. It only takes that one commitment. That's why I like to start with a couple deep breaths or putting on your running shoes. If you get up every day and clap your hands, you can put something else into that routine. It's just about having something, anything, be the standard, and then you can add to that. So wherever you are, you guys, you don't have to be making 30-year plans today. You just have to make a plan for today.
And I'm going to let Shauna talk here in a second. And I just want to go ahead and say, to understand, when I sit with somebody that's brand new, and I'm going to meet with an amazing lady, the minute I'm done here, I'm going to drive. This lady's day one. So I'm going to teach her what she needs to do to put her running shoes on. Yeah. Melissa has been with me for 2 years. She's walked me through. She got my running shoes on in the 5 a.m. club. And what have we done in a year and a half? Now we're getting ready to run the Melissa 10 miles up, or 10 kilometers up a mountain. And then we're going to create our own race called the Dream Race. You see, it all comes with an idea. And what did I do with Shauna? Shauna has went through step by step and got to a Ruby. Now what got her here is not going to get her there. She become the best person to execute a game plan in Canada. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Now we're going to take her from Ruby to Diamond. And there's a few simple steps. So wherever you are, I love how you bring that into perspective. Is you got to start where you are. And then it comes to a simple commitment. And then it starts to understanding, and you see, how about get to gold? I truly believe we're going to have a diamond factory here, and wait till we go on our black diamond run a year from today. See, I've got the next year and a half plan already because I've been there. You see, I've been a black diamond. I've been a diamond before. Now I want to do and create diamonds, create that. And that's what we broke down. And Shauna is as smart as anybody I know. And you see, the light bulb went on today of what PET means and what volume means. And when you sponsor 20 on one side and 28 on the other, and you bring them up, so they're all your personal sponsored people. Talk about that, Shauna.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Gilbert. And Melissa, thank you for saying you start where you're at. I had a certain understanding, and I knew I was missing some pieces, but when you know you're missing something in a recipe, or and you have certain ingredients, but something's missing and you don't quite know what it is, you don't just give up and throw and just terminate the whole recipe. You have to keep fighting, keep learning, and today definitely some pennies dropped for me. And I know for the team, and for like Paula Jordan and Sharon and Shauna Thompson and that group, which are amazing. It's the same thing. What got them to where they are now isn't going to get them to where they want to be next, because everything's shifting and changing, and they have shifted and changed, but the system is in place. Now we just have to do some work and understand the system and work the system. And I think we're all going to do it in our own individual ways. Just like Melissa said, you're going to run the Melissa. I'm going to do my yoga every morning, and Melissa's going to breathe and do her thing. We do it in our own ways, but we still have a system to follow. Just like an athlete, just like anybody. If what works for me with weight management is not going to work for Melissa or you, Gilbert. And it's the same with drawing circles. The circles are the circles are the circles, but how we understand them and when the penny drops for us, that's our individuality. That's what makes this fun. That's what makes it so much personal growth, because I'm learning so much about myself on how to connect with my team and how to make sure they are as individual as possible and as happy as possible, but still understanding the system. I have to understand it to be able to even share. We're all in the same, we need the pennies to drop. But when they do, it's just like winning that race, the first one that's getting you to the next one. It's like, woohoo, I got it. It's not like, oh, I wish I'd have known that earlier. Not at all. It's like, yay, I did some work. I figured some stuff out. Next, you just keep moving along. And I think that's where the fun comes in. It's all how you look at it. It's the cup's half full, and we just keep dripping in. And pretty soon that cup runneth over. We get a bigger cup. Right, Melissa? Get a bigger water bottle. Do whatever you got to do. So,
well, you know what? I have a debate on that whole cup thing, because the cup for me has been all full for a long time. It's either full of water or full of tea or full of air. right? And it's just full. The cup is full. So whatever it's full of, it's full of. And I want to let you guys know that we have 17 people watching us live on a platform that we have never been on before.
Wow, cool.
And so we got 17 people watching us live on YouTube. And so with technical difficulties, you can go ahead and take those. I'm almost done. Yeah, thanks so much. We have 17 people watching us on a platform. And so as things change, you guys, things change. And so don't think things have to be the same. We've been doing Get It From Gilbert on Facebook for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And today we changed and we didn't let anybody know, and people still went over. So it's okay to change. It's okay to be different. It's okay to grow and expand and find a new way. And that's proof today, you guys. We just roll with the times, right? Every day is a new day. It's a new opportunity, and we just have to seize it.
Well,
Brilliantly said, Melissa. Thank you for that. And I love that. That's awesome.
And I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys where I am today, because I actually had I'm in this beautiful place.
Gorgeous. Like I said, it looks like you're in Italy.
Well, it's so gorgeous. And you know what? I'm still in Canada. You know, I'm a little bit sad I didn't get to do any travel. And I know you guys we can be tourists in our own city, you guys. I'm in Victoria right now, but you guys, there's a lot of touristy things to do in any city and any place. And so we need to visit our parks and we need to visit our tourist spots. We really need to support our own country. Wherever we can go, have fun there, because people are missing their summer stuff. But just get outside and rediscover your own backyard, rediscover your own country, your own community, and you might even meet some cool people along the way that need some help with health and wellness.
well, I want to bring it in for a landing here. What I want to encourage everybody to understand is this. I know everybody has a dream, everybody needs hope, and everybody needs support and community. And Melissa's got a 7-step process, and I am the healthiest that I've ever been in my life because I was coachable and I was teachable. And all I know is these two ladies know more about wellness than I will ever know, but I also know when I do certain things, I get certain results. When I drink my water in the morning, I take my core, I make my shake, and I do the things and I get my exercise, that puts me in a position to win. I also have learned over 20 years of network marketing that there's a reason why people get to gold. There's a reason why they get to silver and they get to platinum and they get to blue sapphire and they get to ruby. But I also know what takes them to the next level. I have enjoyed this journey with watching you two. And why do I delegate Wednesdays? Why do I love what Bonnie says on this Monday, and Shawnee, you said the exact same thing. We all have missing pieces to finish the puzzle. Why did Bob Proctor have a program called the Success Puzzle? Because life is a puzzle and we put the pieces together when we're ready. You see, you're never ready until you learn. You know, you don't get to go to grade 2 until you get to learn what happens in grade 1. And you don't get to go to grade 8 until you learn what's in grade 7. And you know what? I think life is about never ending learning. It's about growing. And my next 30 years is all in the service of helping people. The personal development, that's my passion, to see the Jessies and to see the people that are stuck. And I get to not only equal Bob Proctor, I get to meet him at the post, I get to challenge him at the grandstand. In the next 30 years, I get to pass him, and that's what it's all about. You know, Bob Proctor taught me to go out and do the best that you can do. So with that, you got it from Gilbert. Bring it in for a landing, Melissa. Closing, and Shauna, for each one of you have a couple of things to say.
Okay, well, I'm going to keep this quick because I got 1% left. Our meeting might end. You guys, just seize the day. You have everything within you that you need. And one thing, a little birdie told me, lots of people are getting their shakes delivered. So try some new things, post your recipes, let us know what you want, put it in the Get It From Gilbert group, and let's share the love.
Carpe diem. Have a great week.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.